Hey everybody, welcome back to This Old Swing. We're back in the close confines because it's cool and damp outside, so we'll stay inside of the garage with something warm to sip on along the way. For today, we're finally working on the armrest, and here's the overall concept. This is what it will look like when you sit down in the chair. This is what it will look like as you're approaching the chair. And then once you're in the chair, you can open these for a little bit more elbow room, maybe a spot for your phone or tablet, or maybe that cup of coffee for a morning swing. And I was going to do it by mortising out the little hinges, but I remembered I've got a mortising kit for doing doors, so I'm going to use the mortising attachment. I've got a scrap piece of plywood here, 1/4 inch, so I'm going to make a template so that I can set the router down 4 times and router out everything all at once. Let's get started. All right, we had to modify the jig just a little bit. We had to make it thicker here because the collet, basically the guide for the router, is longer than 1/4 of an inch. It's 3/8 of an inch. So I figured I could just put a long shank on it and use that, clamp that into place. And this is what we end up with. Nice and flush as the way it's going to sit. The only thing I'll have to do is square off the rounded edges that the router leaves, and I've got a little punch for that. Or I can do it with a chisel. But either way, I'm out of time for today making the jig, so that means tomorrow we're back on This Old Swing, routering in the hinges and getting that much closer to sitting and swinging. We'll see you then. Thank you for following.